Schumann had a wonderful, highly inventive, colorful imagination, and perhaps none of his works show it as much as Carnaval, Opus 9. It is the musical depiction of a masked ball at which we are introduced to a dizzying array of characters. Among them are Chopin, the legendary violinist Paganini, Schumann's future wife, Clara, as well as several characters from the Commedia dell'arte, the Italian masked comedy. For example, Pierrot, who keeps tripping over his feet, a very jumpy Arlequin, as well as Pantalon and Colombine, who first bicker passionately, only to make up sweetly in the end. But we also encounter two other characters who had a personal significance for Schumann, Eusebius and Florestan. First, I'd like to introduce their music. This is Eusebius. And this is Florestan. Eusebius is depicted by Schumann as a soft, introverted dreamer. For me, this is the musical embodiment of lyrical poetry. Florestan, on the other hand, is shown as a passionate, boisterous figure, full of life and fire. And their importance was that the two together were Schumann himself. He invented them as musical representations of the two opposing sides of his artistic personality. Of course, we can find these two sides in other composers' music as well, but as far as I know, Schumann was the first one to embody them in real figures, to give them names and to use them as a kind of alter ego. Florestan and Eusebius were almost alive. They wrote articles in the musical journal Schumann founded, Neue Zeitschrift für Musik. They discussed and disputed musical matters, sometimes vehemently, and what is perhaps most important for us, the two composed music. Schumann went as far as to attribute whole pieces of his music to one or the other. He saw them as complex characters. We can hear it in the way they appear in Carnaval. Eusebius might be contemplative and introvert, but inside him burns a pure, hot flame. For 8 bars, Schumann allows us a glimpse into his heart. And Florestan, always so boisterous and full of life and passion, can also sink into dreams at times. And what does he dream of? Of another piece by Schumann called Papillons, which begins with the following waltz. And here's the same waltz in the dreams of Florestan. And to finish the discussion, I would like to show a short piece from a later work by Schumann, Davidsbündlertänze, which is signed by Eusebius and which, in my opinion, is the most beautiful piece of music Eusebius has ever composed.